All right, greetings. We are back. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened with my preview screen. It says that it's that's not it. I don't know what's going on with my trying to get my my preview screen is all screwed up. I guess I'll just have to wait for that. Oh great, now this is appearing up. What the hell is going on? Ah! I've got this oh, I know. All right, let's get this going. Hey, is my sync working? Yeah, if it goes again, I'm just gonna call it a night. Yeah, well, I looked it up and it says, well, there's a planned outage in your area, and everything should be fixed. It's planned maintenance, and everything should be fixed by 7:28 a.m. Like, no. And like I said, they're not going to give me this will be the third time we've had maintenance in my area in the last week. Let's take care of this first. So while I was waiting to come back on, I looked up the reason for my preview screen to be messed up. And and it's apparently it just says that some let's see, this is where I have to go here. It's this one. There's a setting in here where you do fit to screen, which I've already done once, and apparently that did not work. Trying to figure this out. Obviously, Orson hit some stinking button. Oh, not that one. Not that one. Okay, so right now I lost my my feed here. What if I do this? See, it's still. Pocket a headache and a half. Well, now both What the hell is going on? For some reason now it's now my I'm not my stinking it's not picking up my there we go. So that worked. Okay. I don't understand why it should work in here for this. Maybe I need to I just had to move something over there. All right, so now I need to figure out why my preview screen is not working. There's supposed to be a thing where you can fit the screen. But apparently I am not finding it. Transform, that ought to work. What does that mean? It's just not freaking working. I'm not getting it. I guess I'll have to manually resize it. But it's weird if I have to resize it on my preview screen, but I don't have to on the program screen. I mean, generally, whatever's on the preview screen is going to show up on the program screen. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. Ah, come on. Ah, now everything's all screwed up here. And it's like all four sides. I'm having to mess with all four sides of this. It work. Okay. Go. That's good. That's good. There. How does that look like? My camera is not showing up on my preview screen either. Where the hell is it at? All right, well, I'm not going to worry about that. I'll fix that off the thing. Oh God! See now, look. This is horrible. So now the preview, I fixed the preview screen to fit the thing, but now it's oh God, what the hell is going on here? I've never had this issue before. What the fuck happened? I've never seen this before. Any freaking clue? I don't know. All right, well, we're just gonna have to finish the stream this way. Hopefully, finish the stream this way, and I'll have to work with it on tomorrow. I don't want to sit there and mess with this right now. It had to be Orson hitting something. He was just up here, and I. Strange, very strange.
Engines engaged.
I need to do a whole overhaul on my OBS anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
So this gives me a really good reason to go out and do it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Like I said, these can you hear that? Because I can't. And yet my settings show that it's exactly how it's supposed to be. So I should be hearing it.
Welcome to a carrier, Commander. Access denied. Docking permission denied. You need to move within 7.5 kilometers of our carrier. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time. You're clear for automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, well, we got it working there, but it's still enlarged in the preview screen. Yeah, see, I'm just like the whole thing is maybe I need to just say one of the things I do that's not correct is
Hangar crew is ready. Welcome to a carrier, Commander.
I've only got one scene. I don't know if you know anything about OBS, but I've only got one scene working, and everything is all in that one scene. So, like, if I wanted to change my this camera box, I manually do it in the preview screen. And then I just move it over, and then if I want to move it back here, I manually do it again and move it back. Instead of having like a different scene where I have the same camera, but it's like over in that corner now, or bigger or whatever. And yeah, so I probably should go through and do that. But then it's going to require a whole lot of work on my part. Because I also have to configure my Stream Deck for that too. And steel. Oh, and while you were gone in the first stream, somebody attacked me while I was waiting for the carrier, and all I had was I had one small beam laser on my thing, and I managed to kill him. So I'm thinking maybe I will try some combat at some point with the keyboard and the mouse.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
By the way, if you liked the previous videos,
Landing gear retracted.
please give us a thumbs up now too. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. We're about 160 away from being at least getting paid for people who do the super chats or highlight their comments, their critical comments too.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, bright! Well, I was planning on going out and worshiping Apollo tomorrow, but seeing as how my eyes are burning like crazy, and I think I might have gotten a bit of a burn, I'll, rather than do that, I will, I'll spend some time trying to fix up my OBS, make it a little bit more professional. That includes the audio part of it.
Docking request granted.
See, I'm all the way. The thruster is all the way back. Why would it? It should at least slow down the turbo. But no, it just like keeps plowing straight ahead at the same speed.
Landing gear deployed.
What's that? You already told us this. Yeah, no, that's not.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, 74%. All right, we need, what do we need? We need 87 of the lichens and 19 fruits and vegetables and 26 geological and lots of steel. So let's get 87 of those and 19 of those.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, so I was in the middle of my story about the Republican dude. So the third one was a Republican state. He was well, it didn't say. Okay, it just said that he was a senator. The news station was in Florida, but they said he was from Grand Rapids. So I don't know if that means he was Grand Rapids, Michigan, or there's a Grand Rapids, Florida. I don't know. Or actually, I think there might be a Grand Rapids, Iowa, too. So anyway, they said he's from Grand Rapids. And this guy was busted like a week and a half ago for doing the same thing. He had child porn on his computers, and he got busted for also for child sex tourism. Can't remember where they said he went. The guy they just busted from South Carolina was in Columbia. The other guy was in Prague, South Dakota. I can't remember where they said this dude went to. But that's three big politicians that got popped for this, and I only see it in some little. The only reason I know about it is because it was in one of those countless thousands of advertisements I get on Facebook from places I don't pay any attention to, and I wouldn't even taken it seriously. But I was like, well, let me go see if this is real or not. So I went to look it up, and lo and behold, really the only national news that covered it was Fox News Channel. But it wasn't the national Fox News Channel. Like, I didn't see it on an ABC or CBS or NBC station covering it. Shit, now I forgot what it was. It was 87. 87,
Landing gear
19 for fruits and vegetables. Oh, we need one insulating membrane too, and 23 resonating separators. I don't remember seeing that on there though when it was just done. All right, so 87, 19, and 26. Oh shit, it was fruits and vegetables, right?
Landing successful. Cleared to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
I remember what that one was. That one was 19. That was 26. And steel.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
It's a planned outage. A planned outage.
4, 3.
You think they'd at least send you a fucking email? Hey, guess what? We're gonna have a planned outage. No, you you think that's what they would do? You'd be completely wrong because they didn't send me a freaking email. No, they didn't even send me an email telling me that they were doing away with their email. The email I used to use for banking and all that stuff, like the normal shit that you have, like for your personal business shit. I used to use my Cox.net email. However, was it last year? I think it was last summer. They just stopped doing it. They transferred their email to Yahoo. So for a while, all of that stuff, like my Amazon account and stuff, they went to, if it was going to my Cox.net email, it would wind up going to this Yahoo account, which I don't even know where what it's listed at, so I can't log into it. It's just unbelievable. I'm just happy that I transferred most of my stuff to a Yahoo account not long ago. Well, a couple of years ago, because just in case I move or whatever, so I wouldn't have to do it all at once. Like, you would think they would at least send you an email about that. Nope. You would think, but you would think wrong. They just do whatever the fuck they want, and you know what? You've got to research it to find out. What? What's going on? Why can't I find my email? I gotta go Google a bunch of shit to find out why I can't find my email.
Docking request granted.
And they don't pay me for it either. Like I said, they charged me like 60 extra, or yeah, was it no 50 extra dollars in March, and they tried to tell me it was because I was using so much more. I was using a lot more than what I was supposedly allowed, or whatever, some kind of bullshit like that. And I'm like, you know, I used to have 1, 2, 3. We had like 3 TVs working all the time. And all of it streaming because, you know, and then because I would live with my son, plus we both were using the PC, and he was a PlayStation fanatic. So, I mean, we were always online, and I never got charged extra. Now it's just me. All I got is, and I used to watch soccer. I literally had soccer playing on TV all the time. Because I mean, even if I wasn't watching the game, I would be listening, or I check out the scores and stuff. So literally 12 hours a day, that was on one of the TVs. Plus I'm streaming all the shit. And I never got charged more. And now it's just me, one TV, which is off most of the time because I'm starting to read a lot more. And they charge me 50 extra. And so I call them up, I bitch, and then they send someone down here to check my system and stuff. Okay, and of course they never refunded me that fucking money. They said they sent someone down here to check my stuff. He's like, well, there's a little water in the wires, and that might. Oh, no, the water in the wire ain't gonna charge me fucking extra. It's not gonna cause me to download extra or use more data, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But since then, I haven't been charged extra. I haven't been given an overcharge, even though I've been watching more fucking TV. They just fucking rip you off. It was like a couple of years ago. I found out that they've been overcharging me. I called them up. I'm like, wait a minute, because I got a really, really big bill. So I'm calling them up. And they're like, well, you got, we're giving you. I'm like, no, I never signed up for that shit. It's like, well, yes, no, I did not. So basically, I wound up getting my cable for free for a year to pay me back for all the overcharges they did. And the only reason I got that was because I had complained to the bitch on the phone. I asked for her manager. Her manager wouldn't do anything to me, so I demanded to talk corporate. I wound up talking to somebody at corporate, and that's how I wound up getting I wound up basically getting my internet free for like a year. Actually, I think it was longer than a year. That's how much they overcharged me. Some scumbag salesman claimed that I had authorized I don't even know what it was, but authorized like all this other shit. I didn't even have fucking TV. Okay? 891 steel, so 2 more trips and we're going to be done. Everything else is in. Oh no, I need 1 insulating membrane. I need 1 insulating membrane and 7 resonating separators.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I read voluminously, or I used to read voluminously, and then like about 10 years ago, I got this floater in my eye, and basically it made it impossible for me to read outside of using the phone. I could read on the phone because you can like move it in close, do all this, but reading books was just out. And the floater's pretty much gone now. I can start reading it, but now I've got these bifocal contacts, which makes it difficult, but I can still do it, but it's difficult. I need to have a lot of light.
Frameshift drive charging.
So like I can, if I'm outside, I can read easy. But in the house, I've got to get like, I essentially use, right now I'm using, I have day glow bulbs in my ceiling light. So that's what I'm using for my lighting in here. And I use my my studio lights that I got for streaming. I use those for reading.
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Now, right now, I'm in the middle of reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different books. And actually, I'm starting another one, which I'm rereading another one, Socialism on Trial from James P. Cannon. If you want to know more about Marxism, or you know very little about Marxism or the Marxist movement, I cannot recommend highly enough the book Socialism on Trial from James P. Cannon. He essentially explains what the Marxist movement is in that book. The book came about because in beginning of World War II, the was it Smith Act was used against the Socialist Workers Party, which is the Trotskyists in the United States, and they arrested 19 members of their leadership, although not the future leader of the SWP, Joseph Hansen, who happened to be Trotsky's secretary in Koyokan, and was there when he was assassinated. He was a Stalinist spy who helped get Trotsky assassinated, and then he wound up becoming an FBI spy before the leadership was arrested. So like around we don't know if he was a FBI spy, a double agent essentially before 1940, but as soon as Trotsky was assassinated, we know he did become an FBI spy because the court documents show that he went after Trotsky was assassinated and visited the FBI in Koyokan, and then made arrangements to visit him on the sly once he got back to New York. So he wasn't tried on this trial, but 19 other members of the leadership of the Socialist Worker Party were. Anyway, the book is a document of that trial. Or James Cannon's testimony at that trial, in which basically he outlined what the Marxist movement is, what it does, and what its goals are, and what its and the means that it uses to achieve those. And he does it in basically everyday language. It's just one of the. James Cannon was a great writer. He was able to put Marxist he was able to distill the Marxist program into everyday language, so that you didn't need to have an intellectual, philosophical, or intellectual background to understand what he was saying. So anyway, somebody I know is reading the book, so I need to reread it so that we can discuss it. So that's like the 6th book of it. I'm still reading The Doorstop I showed you. It's just hard to get through because it's written by a Stalinist. It was written by some of the stuff was written by a Stalinist, I should say. The first part of it, which was a book, was written by a Stalinist, and it was collated. The editor is somebody who has he's a Chinese national, and he doesn't really understand Marxism in the slightest. So he accepts Stalinism as the official Marxism. So it's really hard to get through. And then I'm trying to finish reading another book on wuxia in cinema and cinema and the arts in China. And another book on, I'm still trying to finish the War of the Three Kingdoms. I've got like 150 pages left out of, I think it's like a total of 3,000. What else do we got over there? There's a pamphlet from David North I'm reading. Yeah, 7 of these. 1 of these. And the rest is steel. Yeah, no. It's not really BDSM if the person is doing what you're saying because you're incredibly wealthy. It's more of like a it's more of like a slave relationship, and I'm not talking a sexual slave relationship, although it winds up becoming. I mean, it's just hard to get. I don't want to get into this right now. It's not really a BDSM thing. If the dominance is just based on the amount of money you have in your pockets. It's like a hooker relationship. There you go. Prostitute relationship.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship has released. You are clear to leave.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have less than
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh, I can't believe I went. Wow. Surprise, surprise, surprise. I have that somewhere. There we go.
Docking request granted.
Where the fuck is he going? No! The fuck is he drifting off over there for? I'm like, oh my god! I'm like guiding him to the right, but for some reason he's just floating over to the left.
I notice you're doing everything wrong.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
$107 units of steel.
Landing gear retracted. Ship raised. Engines engaged.
No, I'm working on a fantasy genre, which, if ever gets published, could also in the future become also a sci-fi fantasy genre. And subsequent books.
Frameshift drive.
But of course, I have to get that first one done.
4.
And I've written exactly 0 words in the last month. This year, I've written about, I'd say about 3,000 words. In 2 sessions.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
But I have written probably about 24,000 words for articles this year. I think I've written about 25 articles. My articles are usually about 1,200 words per, and I think I've written about 20 articles. I've written 3 in the last 3 weeks. Oh, come on.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Jesus. Too much gravity. About 20 years ago, I thought about doing it. You could make about 25,000 per for those kind of books, and they're pretty easy to write, especially if you ever engaged in cybersex before without a camera.
landing pad, Commander. You're clear for automated approach. Please sit back and relax, Commander.
And you were able to write something other than. Maybe I should consider that. I'd write it under a pseudonym. I could probably write one of those in about 2 days.
Landing gear deployed.
So they don't have to be really long. I think 60,000 words is about enough for one of those kind of novels. So 30,000, 3 days. Right, like 20,000 words a day. Take about 8 hours.
One more safe landing. Hangar crew is ready. Welcome to a carrier, Commander.
Well, we don't want that.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
It looks like I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like we may be able to get this done tonight. This is it right here, if we can make it before the outage happens again. And then I'll start the next one. And then we'll have to call it night. It's already, it's 3 o'clock. I wanted to quit a half an hour ago, but Fox Cable wouldn't allow that to happen.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Hopefully I'm on the right side. Well, politically, I am on the right side of the ring. I think I'm on the wrong side. Nope. seeing my landing pad.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. Orbital versus okay. What? Hippie Fahrzeug.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Why is it mine
Landing gear retracted.
tracking the landing gear automatically? All right, so we still only have 2 construction points. We had 2 to begin with. So let's do a security station. Oh, select the kind of facility. Does it matter? Looks like this is all the same. Doesn't matter what claim you make. Huh? So I guess the way it looks. It says I'm missing a required facility. What's the required facility? No, I need to build a relay station for bottles. Maybe I can do this one. What is this going to do? Security will go up, standard of living will go up, development level change. Tech level will change. All right, let's do this one. I think. What does the bar do? Security goes down. All right, let's do the government or the research. Apparently we're missing something here. What am I missing? It doesn't say on this one. What am I missing here? I need to research bio. All right, well, I guess we can't do the research station. So I guess the government installation is the one we're going to have to do. That's for the bar. I think next we're going to make a starport. Then maybe we'll build like another one of these. Well, that one's already done. right, well, let's drop off some stuff here.
4,
Speed.
2,
Ooh, fun. Engage.
docking request granted.
Hey, just make fucking this going with a fucking god damn it!
Taking damage.
It's like, oh well, we're gonna have to go crashing over there. Like, wouldn't let me turn. I was like over 2 kilometers away, and he wouldn't let me turn away.
Scan detected. Scan detected.
Yep, thrusters aren't working. They're not crashing in. Bitch.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Uh-oh. What? How do I get that? Oh. Go look that up.
retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
I can't land at, come on, damn it. What the fuck is going on? It feels like I don't have the,
Flight assist off.
feels like the flight assist was on.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I think there's lights on that planet, huh?
Welcome, Commander. Please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad. Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
All right, it's almost 3:30, so that's gonna be it for me, folks. Hope you enjoyed the third part of tonight's 3-part stream. If so, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. If you can, donate to us through the coffee link that's in the description below.
Landing gear deployed.
Tomorrow we're going to do X4 Foundations. Hopefully I'll have my OBS running like something that hums really good. And don't forget, on Thursday, Broken Arrow releases, hopefully. And we're going to get to that. The first day is definitely going to be single player. Maybe, actually, probably the first 2 days will be single player, but then after that I might try some multiplayer. We'll see how it goes. All right, on that note, I will bid you all a fond adieu. Thank you for joining me and coming back after we got booted. Thank you, Perpetual, as always. I really appreciate you stopping by. With everyone else, 07 Commanders, have a great rest of the night or rest of the morning, wherever you may be. And I get the hiccups. And I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good night. That was how it was. It was with Pierce Brosnan. I remember that. I don't remember who else was in it. Is Nicolas Cage in that too? Pretty sure it was Pierce Brosnan. Maybe Lou Diamond Phillips. I don't know. I remember it was about something about a nuclear missile, but I'm not sure what. Pierce Brosnan really didn't do very good. I like the Remington Steele show, but his movies were usually pretty bad. Although he did do one not too long ago that wasn't too horrible. Was he in the Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy or whatever? That was a little bit further back. There was one that came out not too long ago with him in it that wasn't too bad. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it.